Right, good afternoon, good evening, good morning, and welcome back to another video over here, Old School JRL, doing another video on how to make your life as a streamer teeny little bit easier, and all again for the fraction of the cost. And this video is going to be a 2 PC stream setup with not much money spent at all. I say not much because it's like 30 quid at most, or 15 quid depending what you do. But anyway, let's get on with the video. Yes, welcome to the video. Before we start, I just want to say if you want to follow all my socials, they're flying by right here. You've got my YouTube, my Twitter, Instagram and Twitch. They're all at Old School JRL. On Twitch we stream on a Sunday, Tuesday, Wednesday from 7 till 10:30, and then on every other Thursday doing horror streams from 7 till 10 o'clock. So if you want to follow that, if you want to come and join us for one of those streams, then please do. You can also find links in the descriptions to all of them, so if you want to check them out, please do. Anyway, here we are. This is the 2-stream PC setup for a fraction of the cost. You're not going to be using capture cards, you're not going to be using anything fancy. You're going to be using OBS, Streamlabs OBS, and that is it, and a couple of plugins here and there. As a whole, there's a very simple method of getting your gaming PC and a streaming PC set up, so you can kind of take the weight off the streaming PC and really focus on getting that best quality out of your game and the best quality out of your stream as well. And it does make significant differences on the stream and how it looks as a viewer. So the only two applications you'll need are OBS Studio on your gaming PC and Streamlabs OBS on your streaming PC. And as I said, I say it later in the video as well, but basically you can literally do this off any system at all. Say you've got your gaming PC, which is really good, really powerful, but can't cope with the dual stream. What you then do is get your mum's laptop, your boyfriends, your girlfriends, your sisters, your brothers, and just say, hey, could I borrow your laptop for like 20 minutes or something? Obviously it's going to be 4 hours. Grab their laptop, grab another laptop. If you have anything in the house that could potentially process this, again, it's not going to do too much work on your computer, again, because we're offloading the gaming onto a separate PC and a separate system. So you can literally use anything for this, as long as you've got a laptop you can stream off, or a desktop you can stream off, and a PC or laptop that you can game off. And then you're kind of set to go. First thing we need to do, and first thing you need to realise is, this does require a wired connection. You cannot do this over wireless. And I know a lot of streamers do have wired connections anyway, but just as a precautionary, because when I did this video, I used to be a wireless streamer, and I didn't know that had to be wired, and a lot of videos kind of miss out on that big part. But there's 2 ways of doing your wired connection. So if you have an Ethernet cable socket in your room, all you need to do is buy this, and this is a switch box, and basically all you do is run a cable from your Ethernet to the box, from the box to each of your PCs. So you'll need 3 cables in total. Again, you can pick those up for about 15 quid from Amazon. Link in the description if you want a simple one that you know will work. However, if you live in an old house like I do, and you don't have an upstairs Ethernet connection, there's something you can buy to rewire your whole house to make it as if you had a wired connection, and that is this, the TP power line adapter. And this basically emulates a wired connection and effectively puts internet through your electrical system in your house, and it works the exact same. Maybe it's not as fast, and sometimes you might see a little bit of a delay, but not enough to actually impact your stream and make it uncomfortable to watch kind of thing. But because this is the setup I have, I use the TP link here. I'm going to show you how I've set my one up as far as my house is concerned, because I know there must be people out there who have this kind of house where you don't have Ethernet holes everywhere throughout your whole building. Because this house was built in the 1930s, what can you do? Nothing. So let's head downstairs, let's have a look at what it looks like down there and how the wired connection works up in my office as well. Let's take you down. First off, ignore the dirty plug, it's quite an old one, but as you can see, the TP link goes directly into your wall. Any plug board has to come out of it, do not plug it into the plug board. From underneath, if you can see, we have an Ethernet cable that runs all the way to the back of our hub. I forgot what it was called then for a second. And then all you got to do, once that's plugged in and switched on, you can run upstairs. And the other end comes into my office, plugged in once again to the mains. And then all you have to do is literally plug in your 2 computers. So one of these cables, this one goes to my desktop, and then the other one goes to my streaming computer. And simple as that. Plug it in, click this button to pair the 2. Let me get that in focus. Click this button to pair the 2, and you're good to go, and that is literally it. And it works the exact same as a switch does, and this is good if you don't have a wired connection. Right, so Next, we're going to head over to our PC. We're going to go onto our gaming PC first, and we're going to see how to set this up. Let's go. Right, so the first thing you want to do is go to some of the links in the description below. You'll have a link to OBS, you'll have a link to this website, which is GitHub, and you have a link to a Google Drive. Click on the link. You want to start off with downloading OBS project. So if you want to click download installer, download that, save the file, run the install. Once that has downloaded and installed, all you want to do next is go to the GitHub link. You want to click on Windows Installer exe and click that, download it. Once again, save the save file and just let it automatically do what it's got to do. Just keep clicking next as many times as humanly possible. Just run through the installation process. And then the last thing you want to do is go onto the Google Drive document that's in the description below as well and download the NewTek NDI 3.8 runtime exe. And just install this one as well. This seems to be the best versions of things that I've downloaded. There may be newer versions out there, newer versions of the OBS NDI plugin. However, these are the ones that work for me, so they're the ones that I'm going to give to you guys as well. So once you've got all of those are downloaded, you'll want to restart your computer before you do anything. When you first open up your computer, you will now see OBS Studios on there. You want to right click on it and click Run as Administrator. Always important to run important things on Administrator. And then the first thing that you want to do is go to your tools and see if NDI output settings have been added to your tools list. If so, click it, and then you want to tick the main output and name it whatever you fancy. So as it says there, I've done gaming PC. Click OK, and then really simple, add a source, display capture, game capture, whatever works for you. I often do display capture for most things, and then game capture for when I'm like in a game and just kind of look for it. And it's as simple as that on your gaming PC. So now we're going to go over to our streaming PC, and using Streamlabs OBS we're going to set up the final part of it, which again, super simple, and you'll have no issues doing this, I promise you. If you do, then you can blame it on me and don't sue me. Just don't do that. Right, so this tutorial is only for if you have Streamlabs OBS. This is the main software that I use to stream with. If you use something different, then it might be ideal to look for other tutorials, but this is the one that I use regularly. So it's the best way I can describe it. So what we're going to do is you're going to head over to your streaming PC, and as I said earlier in the video, your streaming PC doesn't have to be absolutely amazing. You could literally use your girlfriends, your boyfriends, your mums, your dads, just any laptop you have in the house to just take that load off of a gaming PC. Once you've opened up Streamlabs OBS, navigate to your gaming screen or the scene that you use to show your sources. And all you're going to do is literally this simple. Click Add, click NDI source, and like I said, you don't need to install anything onto Streamlabs. This will just be there automatically. Click that, click Add Source, add a new source if you haven't already got one. I'm going to show you making it from the get-go. You want to find your gaming PC, it should automatically find it, and there you go. You have your second computer is now being streamed directly over to your main. It's as simple as that. Resize it, reshape it. And if you look under the mixer section, you'll now have NDI source as a actual source for you to get your sounds and so on and so forth. And there you have it. You now have a 2 streaming PC set up so easily. Well done, guys. I hope you found this video very useful. If you have, please leave a like, comment, and maybe subscribe to the channel. There's going to be more videos similar to this in tutorials. We have our highlights put on here sometimes. We're going to have exclusive content put on here. So it's going to be an all-round bit of fun channel kind of thing. Hopefully it's fun. I could just be lame because I think it's fun because it's my own channel kind of thing. And I love everything that I do because I'm perfect. But if this has helped you, then I'm glad it has. And this is going to be your first step at making your stream look all the better, and I know it's easy to set up. And if you use, I've got the Amazon links down below, so you can buy either the power line adapter or the switch box and purchase straight from there. It's Amazon Prime, it'll get here in a day or two, so you know this is going to be a quick, easy setup, and it doesn't cost an awful lot. And from this you get amazing things. You're not going to have to be spending money on Elgatos or any of that junk, because we know we're not a fan of Elgato here. No offense guys, I do want one of your stream decks though. Yes, like I said at the beginning of the video, if you haven't already, then please do follow one of our many different socials here that are flying by. As I said, we stream every Sunday, Tuesday, Wednesday from 7 till 10, so do come out for that, and hopefully see you at either a stream or on the next video. Take care guys, and have a lovely week. balloon bands? Anyone want balloon bands? I'm getting bored.